I don't know where this camera is. Stupid. Alright, let's get some shoes on. Come on. Yeah, there you go, Gandalf. Let's go outside. Let's go hit some golf balls. What do we got? Maybe a bit pink. Where do you want to go on the chair? I'll go back and do that. Too close. Gandalf sits back there. Doing this last year. I might move you back a bit. There's Gandalf sitting there, watching. Gandalf. Jump down. Videos on YouTube. Is anybody on YouTube? You alright? You want to go up here? You want me to go inside? You want to go inside? Inside. the wind's come up. To the right, come back to the left, eh? To the right, come back to the left. Better. Now, that went to the right and came back to the right. That means it had draw spin, which means that the ball was going left. That's why it came back to the right. If you slow it down and have a look at it, you can actually see it. That's how well this one works. Low spin. The harder you hit it, the further it comes back, the faster it comes back. Well, it went back that way, hit it really hard. Starting to time it now. Next task is to get a launch monitor lined up behind and see if it works with a launch monitor. And then I get some real statistics. Up until then, it's not bad. Still tells me what I'm doing. back. I'll go and get my bird. No, Gandalf don't want to come out. See, one of the really delightful things about this tool is you can get into a rhythm like I was, and then I left and I went upstairs, checked on Gandalf, and came back down. The rhythm was gone, but I was getting into a really good rhythm because you choose it. There's no ball popping up out of the floor, aiming at something and then waiting for it to land. Check, thinking about it. This comes back to you. The information is there in your head straight away. What you got to do is tee the ball back up again, go again. There, the information is there. It's simple. If you hit it straight, it goes straight, comes back straight. If you hit it to the right, it comes back to the left. You hit it left, it comes back to the right. If you hit it with hook spin, it's an indicator. It'll give you an indicator. If you hit it to the right, it comes back to the right. That's hook spin. It's obvious because it would have hooked anyway. It would have gone to the left. So it's going to come back to the right. That's how it works. It'll land consistently in the same place if you hit it about the same way. I love the way it gives me a rhythm. Let's hit a few more. Let's get back into it. Oh, wait a minute. About as nice a winter's day in Canberra, in Australia, as you're going to get. This one. At least in August. Windy, but nice. Let's just reset the grip. There you go. My grip was a bit loose. That was a bit harder. This got tangled then. See, they got tangled, but just jig it up and down and untangle. First straight one I've hit, I think, got my elbow in the right spot. Elbow in the wrong spot that time. Yeah. Right spot. That's totally wrong. Has to change things up a bit. Getting that elbow right. Alright, getting that elbow right. That answered that question. Getting that elbow right is pretty important. So I'll take the club back, and when I can see it in my left eye, the spot where I want it, that's where my elbow goes. So I put it down and I put my elbow there and I hit it. I hit it straight. There we go. I think I'll go and get Gandalf and we'll have a chat. Get over that. Not going to get it here. Let's see. Go and sit and have a chat. Sit in the sunlight and we can have a chat. Take Gandalf. What do you reckon? It's nice out here in the sun. So, golf philosophy. My 50 years playing golf, I started in 1972 when I was in school. So I was 12 years old. It's about to turn 13. So yeah, 1959, 1972. I joined at Maitland Golf Club back in the day as a junior. It cost me $9. Sorry, it cost my parents $9. The whole $9 to join, $6 a year at the time. It didn't even last a year, it lasted 6 months, it didn't last 3 months. By my parents moved. But back in the day, I had a thing that was like this, the M.A.G.A, the Manley Assisted Golf Aid. It's what I had. I remember walking into the pro shop at Maitland and looking at it hanging on the rack, and there was one there, and it was just a string with a golf ball attached to the end of it, white string, and it was $50. It was expensive, $55 actually. I remember the price because it was expensive, and I wanted it really badly, and I'm thinking, how do I get this? And every time I went into the pro shop after practicing or playing or whatever, I'd look at it, and one day I was looking at it and the pro said to me, "Cliff, you really want one of them, don't you?" And I went, "Yeah, I do." And he said, "Well, that's the last one. There were 6 made here, and the 5 have been sold, and that's it. If you want it, you can have it for $5. And so I went and got my dad, and he dumped up the $5, and it was a golf ball and string similar to this. It wasn't exactly the same. The technology's moved on since 1972. Pardon me. Yeah. Bong hack. I don't have the cloveler. I don't have the, that thing that's killing lots of people, apparently. So yeah, if you hit it straight, it come back straight, and if I hit it to the right, it come back to the left. I hit it to the left, it come back to the. So it taught me to hit straight. I got my handicap. That was 36 back in the day. I shot 125, 121, 111, 95, 91. Birdied my first hole, and my last card chipped in out of the bunker with a 7-iron. Just what it is. Didn't have a pitching wedge, didn't have a sandwich, had a 3-iron, 5-iron, 7-iron, putter, 2 wood. That's all I had at that stage. Got my handicap, and I didn't have my handicap, and the president had approached me asking if I'd like to, if he could. He said, "Did you just get your last handicap card?" This was on must have been Wednesday. Yeah, it was a Wednesday comp. Must have been on school holidays, and I said, yeah, that's it here. And he said, I'll give it to me, and if you're interested, I can get it pushed through. You should get your handicap pushed through. If you're interested in playing in the New South Wales Junior Schoolboys Open Curry on Saturday. And I said, yeah, I'm interested in playing in that. So he did. He pushed my handicap through. The card that the handicap came back on the Friday, so it was confirmed late Friday as entries, which put me in the last group on Saturday to play. We turned up in the last group on Saturday and stood on the first tee at Curry and went, God damn, I've got to hit the ball straight here, don't I? Because there was pine trees down both sides of the fairway. There wasn't any rough to speak of as such, but there was pine trees down both sides of the fairway. So it was like, yeah, you had to hit the ball straight. So I did. I hit the ball straight, and I shot 74 that day. Not playing off 36, playing off 27, junior handicap. Couldn't play off 36, I could play off 27. And I won the competition by 8 shots at 56 points. But I had 4 over par. So this thing helped me to play. We got birds landing. Wanting to see what's going on. So we did that a few years back, 7 years, going on 6-7 years now. Craig Smith, one of the local pros in Canberra here in Australia. I was talking to him about it and how it taught me to play, and he said, "Well, why don't you make another one and sell it?" So I have. It's taken me 7 years. I set out to market it at 1,000 hits, and guaranteed. And I guarantee this for 1,000 hits. So for $100, that's half the price of going to the driving range and getting 1,000 hits. It'll cost you $200 at the range minimum for 1,000 hits. So that's the M.A.G.A. Like I said, hit it right, comes back left, hit it left, comes back right, hit it straight, comes back straight. We have more cockatoos landing. They're all coming looking for food. Hey, Gandalf. Cockies are coming looking for food. Here's Gandalf. He's still on my shoulder. She's still there. Aren't you gorgeous? Come on. Yeah. So I get out here as much as I can now. The last 2 days have been hard. The weather's been nasty as fuck in Canberra. We're right in the middle of winter, and it was cold and windy and horrible yesterday, so I didn't get out here. This morning it's lovely. The sun's out. I'm enjoying it, so stuff it. Come out here and go live. Not that anybody's watching, but somebody might watch this later. So that when I hit my driver, where is my driver? It's here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. So this driver is Diamana, stiff. What have we got? 65 grams mid-kick. It's a, I don't know, it says the name there, Calci or something. It's upside down and my eyes are fucked, so I can't really read it. It's 3/4 of an inch longer than standard. I've lengthened it. I fitted this grip. This is the Jumbo, the Titleist. What is it? CP2 wraps. Jumbo. Gives me something to get a hold of. Something I realised this morning. Look at this hand. This hand is old, 63 years old, but it's always looked like that. It's always had those lines on it. It's always been rough as guts. It's a real Australian hand, you could say. A real pommy hand, you could say, even. Whatever, but that's what it's like. All my playing career, up until changing to the Yip grip, which I call it now, to the Yip grip, I've had calluses along here and along here. And if you get calluses on both hands, it means the club's moving in your fingers, so people wear a glove. Hey. If you're wearing your glove out, then the club's moving in your fingers too, for whatever reason. So since I've changed to holding it in my hand, perfectly neutral. Fingers quite sharp. And we've got cockies going off. Yeah, there we go. Thumb. See, I like these. I've fitted this upside down, this grip. That's the way it should be, golf private. I like those blue lines. I line my thumb up on those. Okay. In the hand. Alright. Biomechanics happening here in a way that is sort of instinctive, which I started with, as I've claimed before, I started with the Bruce Lee 1-inch punch, which is quite a phenomenal way of activating the muscles in the body. So I started with that and I overlaid it with Mo Norman's swing to give myself very much a mechanics look at golf, a biomechanical look at golf. This you can't get this in your hand any more than that, right? In your hand, not in your fingers, in your hand. Right? My clubs go in my hands. Varden grip, overlay. I have to get my right hand in a spot where it grips my fingers super tight on my left. It grips my thumb there and covers up my thumb, and there's no way it can move. Okay, the yip grip, I can grip this as hard as I like, and I can hit it as hard as I like. You've just seen how hard I can hit it. And then I use a one-piece takeaway, which is what Mo Norman really pioneered, you could say. Bryson DeChambeau is one of Mo Norman's students before he died. So I can see the influence of Mo Norman in Bryson DeChambeau, and this is the same. See, I'm not looking to hold the club in my hands and get that wrist angle. I'm looking to hold the club in my fists and get that angle. Not my fingers and get that angle, that angle. I want all the muscles in my body working in unison together to hit the ball as hard as I can. Does that make sense? You understand it, don't you, Gandalf? Well, your muscles don't work, you have a broken wing. So I use the 1-inch punch. I activate all the muscles in my body at once. Not isolating by using the fingers, not keeping it calm, trying to get rid of the movements that the body uses that influence the hands. I just use everything. I use the whole lot. Just line it all up. You could see at the end there, if you watch this, up till now, you're probably as mad as I am. I'm hitting the ball straight again because I firmed up my grip. It was a little bit loose, which was causing me to hit a bit right and get a bit of a draw out of this really forgiving driver. Now I'm hitting it straight again, so happy about that. That's my philosophy. I think I've said enough. I think we'll end this. Yeah. I like to, golf is about using your whole body, not bits of it.